everyone and welcome to another episode on the Ordinary Boy Boxing channel. Now in today's video it's my quick pick for the upcoming fight that goes down on Saturday night in Manchester between Logan Paul and Dillon Danis. Now, as I've been honest throughout the channel, I'm not a big fan of these YouTube misfits fights. However, full disclosure, some of them do good numbers. There's a lot of interest obviously on YouTube because they're basically social media and YouTube influencers. So it would be a bit silly of me not to give you my prediction and my thoughts. But I did want to do full transparency. It's not really my kind of thing. It's not proper boxing to me. But I'm sure there's going to be enough people on YouTube who are interested, who aren't boxing fans, but will watch this and are interested in a boxing fan's thoughts on a boxing match, if that makes sense. So we have Logan Paul versus Dillon Danis. Dillon Danis has never had a boxing match. He is a mixed martial artist. From the little I know, he trained with Conor McGregor. I think, I may be wrong, I think it's jiu-jitsu that he's quite skilled in, which is obviously not boxing. Never had a boxing match. He was supposed to fight KSI, but dropped out at the last minute. I think he's been linked to quite a few fights that he's dropped out at the last second. So that's Dillon Danis. And then he's against Logan Paul, Jake Paul's brother. Obviously Jake Paul has got a bit more history when it comes to boxing matches, but Logan Paul isn't without a few fights. So he fought KSI twice. Don't mind my dog Rupert. He fought KSI twice. In the first fight was an amateur fight. I think it was a draw. They had a rematch and KSI beat Logan Paul on points. Logan Paul then had an exhibition match fight with Floyd Mayweather. Because it was an exhibition, there was no decisions and no knockouts occurred, so that was what it was. Just a bit of fun for Floyd Mayweather and let him get some more money into his bank account. So that's kind of the history of the two in terms of boxing. This build-up has been quite dark, quite bitter. The problem is with this new social media influencer world, it's taking boxing to places it's never been before. Sometimes for the good, this time for the bad, and I'll get into that. So I'm not hot on all the gossip with YouTube, but I'll tell you what I know. So Logan Paul recently got engaged to a girl. Don't even know her name, but he got engaged. This fight was announced and Dillon Danis has gone on to Twitter, which is now called X for some reason, but he's gone on to X and made accusations that she's a gold digger, that she's gone through men after men after men, posted photos of her with different men, even posted private videos of her onto his social media in a way to piss off Logan Paul and also promote this fight. He is now getting sued for that action as far as I believe, which could be quite costly. Could cost him more in the lawsuit than he's going to make in this fight, which is quite ironic. Logan Paul, obviously notorious himself, is in a bit of hot water for ripping people off with cryptocurrency as far as I'm aware. He also has kind of a checkered past, obviously, with the infamous video of someone who committed suicide in a forest, who he videoed and put up on YouTube. So they're both quite checkered characters, I suppose is the fair thing to say. But aside from all that, let's actually talk about the fight. There was a worry that Dillon Danis would not show up for this fight, so I think Mike Perry, his name is in the background ready. As of today, it's Wednesday, the fight's on Saturday, it's still going ahead, so I'm going to predict it as it is going ahead. So the only thing I could do with Dillon Danis is look at his pad work, look at bits of his previous fights, look at his training to try and get some kind of concept of how he's going to approach this, how he's going to fight, what his style's going to be. It's very hard. Logan Paul is a shit boxer. He's not a boxer, but he's very athletic. I think he was an amateur wrestler when he was younger. He's also been performing in the WWE, so he has got athleticism, which you would think would help with cardio at least. He's also the bigger man. He'll have the bigger reach on Dillon Danis. So coming to my prediction, I'm going to predict for this fight something I've never predicted before for any fight ever, and it'll probably be a long time until I make this prediction again. But only in this crazy YouTube world of boxing and social media and the bad blood that's there is this prediction kind of fitting. So let me get to it. My prediction for the fight between Logan Paul and Dillon Danis is a disqualification. I think Dillon Danis gets himself disqualified in this fight. My prediction is that it goes 1 or 2 rounds and he's not able to kind of breach Logan Paul's jab and his reach because he doesn't have any boxing skill himself particularly. He's not able to get in there. Maybe he's bum rushing him a bit, maybe he's getting hit with some silly shots. Logan Paul's a big guy. So by round 3, let's say, he'll get frustrated, know he's going to lose the fight, and do something, I don't know, he'll perform a takedown on Logan Paul, try and choke him out, something of that effect, and get himself disqualified. It's a bold prediction. I'm going to look at the odds on that, because if they're decent, I'll put a little bet on that. I'm not encouraging you to bet, by the way, but that's just... There's odd times in any kind of fighting where there's the potential for something out of the realms that the bookies would think of to happen, and I think this could be one of them. So yeah, I am going for, so that would be a Logan Paul win via Dillon Danis getting disqualified, and I'm going to say it's going to happen in round 2 or 3 quite early on. If you care at all about these kind of fights, do let me know in the comments below what you think. If you don't, please do understand why I'm covering this, because it's it helps build my YouTube channel, it gets the viewers, and I think people do want to hear, you know, these young fans who watch these guys want to hear what people who watch boxing actually think, and that's kind of my thoughts on it. But as I said, do let me know in the comments below what you think. If you've enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like, and I shall see you all in the next video.